We are hiking Caesar's Head today. Lots of ferns.
We were attempting Rim of the Gap at Jones Gap State Park. It was a major fail. See what we did wrong. These are all the trails at Caesar's Head.
Garmin would be nice so we could like double check our location.
When I selected this trail, the trail on the map was straight. What we ended up doing was a zigzag. It was just a little misleading.
Well, I guess that puts me out.
First mistake. And you can see the trail we were supposed to take just to the right.
No hiking boots.
On the left there.
We had taken a wrong turn.
Like 12 or 15.
We realized we took a wrong turn, and now we're on our way back to the correct trail.
I could have avoided all these routes.
Little did I know that it would get worse.
So
It's just free. It's 3 miles, honey.
I don't see any yellow. It doesn't look like a trail. No wonder we didn't notice it. But yeah. Okay.
Look, a yellow blaze.
Oh gosh. What? Oh. This is difficult because of all these.
Look, we're on the right trail, honey.
Okay. Yay. Woohoo, finally. This is crazy.
Yeah. I swore I would never do a trail where I had to take my hands out of my trekking pole in order to grab a hold of something, but here we are. Like, there should be some kind of a mountain goat.
Yeah, this is not quite what I was prepared for when I chose this trail.
Alright, see what I'm holding on to?
Yes, sir. Don't be intimidated by what?
This.
Oh, yeah.
This is a good grabber right here. If you want.
Okay.
But if you stay on the inside of that big root, it should be fine.
I don't know how we would do this without trekking poles. They are not just for old people and Australians.
Yeah, it could be a lot worse.
It's very rooty, somewhat rocky, quite slippery.
One thing that made it so difficult was that the leaves were slippery and they were on top
And
of slippery rocks or
I use
slippery
my
roots.
trekking poles a lot. I used to never like to use them when we lived in Texas. No need. But here, it's a different story.
That other way, but I didn't like what I saw.
You think I should go underneath with the stickery weed? Here. So I hopped up. Oops. Hopped up and went over top. And that worked out pretty well.
Thought on these plants here.
I'm going to go out on a route here and say this is probably one of the most challenging trails that we've been on. What do you think?
I mean, we've certainly seen stuff as hard as this, but not as long as this has been hard. Like it's all been mostly hard. It's not like I can point to that one moment where it was hard. It's like it was all hard.
We later found out that Rim of the Gap between Caesar's Head and Jones Gap State Park is considered to be one of the most challenging hikes in the state of South Carolina.
It's kind of fun. It's a little treacherous right after rain, but it's kind of cool to see all these little waterfalls.
Yeah.
At this point, I don't even know if we were on the real trail.
Probably don't step there.
And this is outdoor toilet paper or tissue paper if you need it.
Dirt with both hands. I don't know how you practice.
I have fallen so many times. And my trekking poles have helped so many times. Or they've just helped me to not go forward and just to basically sit. Looks great, honey. So I guess I'll be sliding down as well. It's really pretty.
So nice short step. Probably better to go down that way.
Yeah. Alright, well I just swam through that. I'm soaked.
Keep in mind, I didn't have on hiking boots, so my feet were wet at this point.
Shall I be taking another bath? I don't know. Alright, I think. How far have we gone?
2.5 miles.
We're slow. I guess it's down. Oh, look at the map.
We were not on the right trail at this point. The trail was above us. We actually turned around not long after this.
So it looks like we might have gotten off trail again. I think maybe the trail's up there somewhere. We're not far away, but I didn't see. I don't know. Guess we gotta look for it. All right. Yellow blaze. Yellow blaze.
Oh, yeah.
Yellow
So
blaze.
So it takes a zig.
So we should have turned here instead of going straight.
We stayed on the right trail from this point forward.
Huh? Okay, are you sure? I don't see any alternative. Okay.
This is definitely type 2 fun.
Oh my gosh. That's a big tree. All right, I think we're gonna take a break. We just came through a very pretty little water drip over there where I washed myself off a little bit because I had to come up on all fours practically on that last spot. So it was a little muddy. How long have we been hiking now, honey?
3 hours.
Only 3 hours. We've probably gone 20 feet. What do you suppose lives in there? It's a troll cave?
It was probably a black bear. We smelled some not far from here and saw some scat on the trail.
Huh. This sign should say, warning, turn back now.
Hashtag trail not trail.
So we learned a lot. It was a fail in a way, but we got some hiking in and we learned.
I wore the wrong shoes. I admit it. Yeah, you totally need a partner. You totally need good hiking boots.
Yep.
Or hiking shoes. And you totally need trekking poles. So sometimes the trekking poles were really annoying. And we just let them dangle up our arms or whatever.
Yeah, because you're grabbing hold of like trees and
rocks
in order to get
scramble through. But then sometimes they were like, I used the heck out of them trying to pull me up the hills and to stop me from falling down the hill.
Yeah, because sometimes you're standing on like a rock edge because that's all there is to stand on, crossing these silly streams, and you have to use your poles to balance, otherwise you're gonna fall down.
And then you'll fall down anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Because they're so slippery. So you may as well just get on your butt and
that trail was so overgrown. It was so slippery. I'm so glad it wasn't raining.
You really need a flare gun and a satellite phone also.
No wonder we kept getting lost because the knot trail looked just like the trail.
Yeah, if you weren't following the blazes carefully and finding the blazes, they blazed it pretty well.
Then I got really focused on where's the blaze. I don't see a blaze, I can't move until I see a blaze. Oh, and we saw black bear scat.
They call it scat.
And if you don't know what that is, that means poop. And smelled it too.
I'm pretty sure we came about 30 yards from one because there's a big rustle and some kind of weird noise. It almost sounds like a bird on the other side of a big giant rock from us. I think we startled it and it ran down the hill.
And I couldn't video anymore because my battery was dying. But you're right, I guess type 2 fun because we're proud of ourselves now for going as far as we went.
Yeah, we went
And
6
coming
whole
back.
miles.
But it was hard though. It was hard. Those miles were hard won.
And the worst part was the stream crossings because there was these waterfalls and it was all rock and everything was slippery. The dry rocks were slippery, the wet rocks were slippery, the bark, the roots were slippery, everything was slippery. And so you basically just get on your butt sometimes and get across these rocks that way. There was no less than 4 vertical climbs. There was 2 stairs and there was
those
a root
ladder things, yeah.
There was a root system that was basically a stairway that you had to go up and down.
I used the trees to pull me up.
Yeah, it's the first trail I've been on where I had to use trees and
or use those
rocks to
because the rhododendrons and whatever, I would have to use them like rope railings. You know how they put rope railings along bridges sometimes.
It's real pretty though. There's a couple of real nice views, and it's just hard to get out of survival mode because it was so treacherous.
And then when we got back on the easy trail, the adrenaline rush ended.
Yeah, I got tired
we were
real
like,
quick. I got tired real
tired now. We're gonna stop.
Yeah, we had to take a break on the easy trail.
On the easy flat trail, the 6 miles we did. It took
7 hours to go 6 miles.
friggin' day.